Yes, beta. Start with this question. Draw the bar graph for this. So the first you will write years on your x-axis, that is 2003, then 2004, 2005, 2006. So here you will write years and here you will write days. Days you will start from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. This is the point of intersection, that is origin. Origin is the point of intersection of your x-axis as well as your y-axis. Now, in the year 2003, you have number of days 8. So you will draw here bar. One more thing is left here. Here you are having unequal gap, so you will draw kink here. And here also you are having gap of 1, but in these two numbers you are having gap of 5. So kink will be drawn here. Now in the next year 2004, you have the number 10. So from 2000, you will, yes, one important thing I'm going to tell you here. I have seen your notebook and many students have made the same mistake. Suppose you are leaving the 2 boxes here in the first and then you have to leave 2 boxes after each number. And one more thing, अगर आप 2-2 का scale ले रहे हो, then this bar will also include the gap of 2 boxes. Means here you will not draw 1 box, you will collect 2 boxes together. So it's very important that you have to take 1 box, leave 1 box here, then for the each bar you will include only 1 bar, not more than this. So here each box you will consider it as 1, leave 1 box here, then after this first bar, leave 1 box, then after drawing your next bar, leave 1 box. So the gap should be same between each number. ये नहीं कि आप इधर 2 का गैप छोड़ दो, यहाँ पे 1 बार ले लिया, यहाँ 2 का गैप फिर 1 बार, जो भी लेना इक्वल लेना, 2-2 का करना है तो हर चीज के लिए 2-2 ही आना चाहिए. 1-1 का गैप लेना है तो सब में 1-1 का ही गैप आना चाहिए. ठीक है, यहाँ 1 बॉक्स लिया, यहाँ पर भी 1 बॉक्स, यहाँ पे भी 1 बॉक्स, यहाँ पर भी 1 बॉक्स, सारे 1-1 होने चाहिए. ऑल शुड बी सेम. Then for the 2004 you have 10. So start with this 2004, 10. Then again leave 1 box. So 2005 will have 5 days. So here you will draw 5, leave 1 box. Then for the next you have 12. So draw here 12. So after each box you have to leave 1 box, and the starting also you have to leave 1 box. So the scale that you will write here for the x-axis, you have 1 box is equal to 1 year, and for y-axis you have 1 box is equal to 1 day. That's all about this first question. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask. Yes, for the second question, you have to plot the point 4, 3. As you can see that in this coordinate, this is called ordered pair. 4 is your abscissa, 3 is your ordinate, and this combined will called coordinate. So here you have to plot these points. So for this, you have to draw your first quadrant. I'm writing the number here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also on y-axis, write 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, and the point of intersection is your origin. Now, firstly, you have to plot the point 4, 3. So this is your x4 and y3. So x4 is here, y3 is here. This point of intersection is called 4, 3. Now the next is it same as 3, 4? Is it same as 3, 4? Now plot this point 3, 4. Here x is 3 and y is 4. So this is your point 3, 4. Yes, are they same? It is asked in the question, is it same as 4, 3, same as 3, 4? Is it same, beta? Is it same? No, they are not same, because in this you have abscissa 4, but in this you have abscissa 3. Here your ordinate is 3, but here your ordinate is 4. So that means these points are not same because we have drawn it on the graph. So you can easily see that these 2 points are not same because their abscissa and ordinate are different. Next question is, you have given the speed of 30 kilometer per hour. You have to draw the graph for this, or you have to write the expression for this. So speed is given. I'm writing the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance, speed is your 30. Distance is same. Time I have written same. At the place of speed I have written 30. So take distance as y, time as x. So your equation is y is equal to 30x. This is called your equation, or you can say expression, or you can say relation between distance and speed. But a question can be changed to this form also. Draw the distance time graph. So this is the equation for distance and time. You can write this, or you can write this, both are same. So you have to put 3 different values for the time, and you will get 3 different values for the distance that you will plot on the graph. Got it, beta? So put the value of time as 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, then respectively you will get the value of distance in kilometer, and that you will plot on your y-axis, time you will take on your x-axis, and that will be called your distance time graph. Start this question, beta. You have to factorize this. You have to factorize 3m square plus 9m plus 6. Beta, look here. If you start from the first exercise, in the first exercise, you have to take GCF common, or you can say GCD common. That is your greatest common factor or greatest common divisor. But here we have only 3 common. So if you take 3 common, you are left with m square plus 3m plus 2. But here in this, as you can see that 2 is not a perfect square number, so you can't apply the identity here. For this, you have to use your middle term splitting method. So we have 2 ways. Either you can start by taking common. So after taking common, you will apply middle term splitting method in this. Or you have the another way. You can start directly without taking common. So if I don't take common from this, you can directly multiply 3 with 6. 3 6 are 18. And 18 can be written as 18. How you will make the factors of your 18? 3 6 are 18. You have to factorize 18 into 2 parts, such that after multiplying you will get 18 as answer, and after adding them you will get 9 as answer. So 6 and 3 are the number. 6 3s are 18, and 6 plus 3 will give you 9. So I am writing this number as 6m and 3m plus 6 is your same. So from these two numbers, take 3m common, you are left with m plus 2, and from here if you take 3 common, so next is your m plus 2. So your answer is m plus 2 and 3m plus 3, and one more thing is here pending, that is you have to take 3 common from this bracket, because as we can see that in this 3 is common. So if you don't take 3 common, that means your factorization is not completed, so there will be deduction of half mark. So you have to take common. If you take 3 common, this bracket will be same, and from this you are left with m plus 1. So from here also, if you factorize this, you will have 3 outside, and the factors of these two, this middle term is your this. So answer will be same, but the difference is in this method we have taken 3 common at the end, but here in this we have taken 3 common in the beginning. So the methods are different, but answers are same. Suppose you have to factorize 2x plus 2. So the first basic method is you have to take common. So if you take 2 common, you are left with x plus 1. As you can see that this x plus 1 is the smallest term which can't be factorized further. So this is your answer. I am writing one more example, ax square plus bx. In these two terms, a and b are your variable. Even x is also your variable, but in we don't have any common factor between a and b. So here only x is common, so we are left with ax plus b. Make sure that after taking common, the term in the bracket should not be factorized further. If it can be factorized further, that means your answer is not complete. Got it? So after taking common, the term in the bracket should not be factorized further. There should not be any other common factor in that. Yes, the next method is that you can use the identities, but that identities will be applicable only if the terms given in the question are perfect square. Like I am writing this here, you can see that you write m square, and this 16 is a perfect square number. You can write it at 4 square. This is your a square minus b square, a plus b, and next is your a minus b. So this is your answer. So for applying the identity, the terms given in the question must be a perfect square. Better listen. In this term, you can see that the power of x is 1. That means power 1 means it is a linear equation. Equality hoti to equation ho jata. Here you are having power 1, that is your linear expression. और अगर equality का sign हो जाए, then that will be your linear equation. Got it, beta? So power 1 means your expression is linear. Power 1 means the expression is linear. Power 2 means expression is your quadratic. Quadratic. I'm writing the spelling here. Power 2 means expression is quadratic. Power 1 means the expression is linear. So you should understand the meaning of this term. Now solve these questions, beta. In this you can see that this middle term is a combination of x and y. So in this you can apply the identity a square b square minus 2ab. That is your a minus b whole square. So your answer is x minus y whole square, and this is already given in z square form. So you can apply the third identity, that is a square minus b square, that is a plus b and a minus b. Please solve it and tell me the answer of this question. So for the first question, you will apply the formula that will become x minus y whole square minus z square. So this is your a square minus b square, a minus b, a plus b. Next, second question is your 9x square y square minus 16. So as you can see that 9 and 16 both are perfect square numbers, and they are already, two terms are given. So that means third identity you can apply. This can be written as 3xy whole square minus 4 square, a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. So this is your answer. Got it, beta? Start the next question. 4 terms are given to you. You have to pair them. You have to take common from the two terms. So take common from the first 2 terms, then from the last 2 terms. If you will have the same terms inside the bracket, that means pairing is correct. Otherwise, you can make the common term. You can take the common term from the first and third and second and fourth. Pairing can be changed. So you have to try it by making the pair. In the third question, you will take common from the first 2 terms of, you have 10ab plus 4a plus 5b plus 2. If you take common from the first 2 terms, as you can see that 2 is common, and from these 2 terms a is common. So you are left with 5b plus 2. And from these 2 terms, nothing is common because 5 and 2 are prime number, and in the prime number you have only one common, because the greatest common factor in case of the prime number is 1. And b is here with the first term but not with the second term. So you will have only one common, and the terms, these 2 terms will be kept same. So the terms inside the bracket should be same, complete bracket should be same, otherwise factorization is not correct. So take 5b plus 2 common from this term. After taking common this term, you have 2a, and if you have taken this term common, you are left with plus 1. So these are the 2 factors for this question number 3. Next is your question number 4. You have given y square minus 7y plus 12. Here you can see that 12 is not a perfect square number. So you can't apply the identity here. You have to do it by middle term splitting method. So for this, you will multiply the first number with the last number, that is 12 ones are 12, and 12 can be factorized into 4 threes are 12, and 4 plus 3 will give you 7. So y square, this 7y can be written as 4y, 3y plus 12 is same. Now you have to decide about the sign. We need minus 7, that means minus minus will give you plus, because if you take minus minus, then minus minus will be plus, that will give you minus 7 as the answer. And when you multiply these 2 terms, minus minus will plus will give you, because we want plus 12 as the answer. So here you will write minus and minus. Take y common, you are left with y minus 4 From these two terms, take minus 3 common, you are left with y minus 4. So the terms inside the brackets are same. That means the factorization is correct. Take y minus 4 common, you are left with y minus 3. So these are the two factors for this. We don't have any other method to solve this because 12 is not a perfect square number, so you can't apply the identity here. So we have only one way, that is middle term splitting method. Beta, you have to factorize this. As you can see that you can make the factors of 6, like 6 ones are 6, but some mistake is there. Like if you take 6 ones are 6 and 6 can be factorized into 6 into 1. 6 ones are 6, but if you subtract them, then you will get 5. But we need plus sign, that means these two factors are same. Like if I'm writing here 6x and 1x plus 6. Now if you add 6 plus 1, that will give you 7. But we want 5. So 5 will be get only if you subtract these two numbers. So if I take minus here, then 6 ones are 6. That will give you 6 ones are 6, that is minus 6 as answer. But we want plus 6. So that means these two factors are wrong. So in case of 6, you have to take 3 2s are 6 and 3 plus 2 will give you 5. So it's compulsory to take the factors in the form of 2 and 3. If you take in the above manner, that is wrong. That won't give you the answer. Because 6 minus 1 will give you 5, but when you multiply these two numbers, you will get minus 6 as answer, but we want plus 6. That means the above factors are wrong. You have to take them in the manner 2 3s are 6. And both the factors will be in the plus form. Now in the sixth question, if you open this bracket, you will make the square of 2. 2 square is 4 and x square is x square plus 5x. Yes, in these two terms, these are unlike terms because here we are having power of x as 2 and here the power of x is 1. So these are unlike terms. You can't add them. So this will be your answer. But in the answer you have given 9x, which is wrong because they have ignored the power and they have directly added them 4x plus 5x as 9, which is wrong. So in this, the error is instead you have given like this in the book. So you will write here the 2x square is 4x square, but here the mistake is instead of 4x, it should be 4x square. So you have to point out the error at the end of the question. Yes, listen, beta. In this, you have to find the error. In the question, it is given that when you solve this term, you will be getting 1 by 4x as answer, which is wrong because you can't separate it out. Because in the denominator, you have given binomial term and this binomial term cannot be separated. So it can't be solved further. So the answer of this question is left. If you solve left hand side, you won't be able to solve it. The answer of this side will be same. So after solving, you at any cost, you will not get this term. So this can't be solved further. So the error is they have solved it in the wrong manner. It can't be separated. You will write it can't be separated. Next is you have given 7t square plus 21q square. In this beta, you can see that I'm having t square and in this q square is there. So the variables are different. So you can't take common from the variable. But in between 7 and 21, you can take 7 common. So take 7 common. You are left with p square plus 3q square. If you want to check, you can multiply it and after multiplication, you will definitely get this term. So be sure about this, that after taking common, the term inside the bracket should not be solved further. As you can see that these two terms don't have any other common factor between them. So that means we have solved it in the correct manner. So this is your answer. Next is your B part, that is LM plus L plus M plus 1. In case of 4 terms, you have to make the pair. So if you make the pair of these two terms and the last two terms, take L common, you are left with M plus 1. And from these two terms, nothing is common, so you will write 1 here. So the answer is M plus 1. So if you take M plus 1 common, from here you will left with 1 and from here you will left with 1. So the two factors of this question is m plus 1 and l plus 1. C part is, in the C part, as you can see that beta, 3 terms are given to you. You have to take common from all the 3 terms, or you have to make the pair. But in case of the 3 terms, you can't make the pair of 2 terms. Then if you make the pair of 2 terms, the last will be alone. Nothing is common in the last term. So in case of 3 terms, you have to take common from all the 3 terms collectively. So in this 20, 30 and 10, if you take common factor out of these 3 terms, 10 is common, L is there in the first term, in the second term, but in case of the third term, we don't have L. Similar is the case for the next variable m. So you can't take common m because m is not the part of the third term. Same, a is there in the second term but not there in the first and last term. So you have only 10 common in case of all the 3 terms. So from here you will be left with 2, L square m, 3 is there and the L, M, A is same. And after taking 10 common, you are left with 1. So this is the only factor for this question. And 10 is the highest common factor. And here the highest common factor is 7. Got it, beta? So here 7 is the GCF. Here 10 is the GCF. In case of these terms, these are the 2 factors. We can't talk about the GCF. So GCF we can talk about if you have only one bracket, or if you have answer in the form of one bracket or one term common if you have taken. Here we have taken common 2 times, so that means you can't talk about GCF. Like I'm writing 2x and 5, so the GCF of these is, both are prime numbers, so GCF is 1. Like 10x and 5y, in these 2 terms GCF is your 5, greatest common factor.